Thank you all for being here today. For those of you who don't know, I'm Lindsay, the Maid of Honor and Jeffrey's older sister. I know, hard to believe, I look so young. Jeffrey's 2.5 years younger than me, but you wouldn't know it by the way that he bosses me around. Our parents have taken to calling him Dad because he's so opinionated about the way that we do things, especially when it comes to the care of our cars. Jeffrey got into cars in his late teens and early 20s and spent a lot of Saturdays at Cars and Coffee where he made a lot of friends. I got a lot of Snapchats of cars, but also of dogs. Around that time, Jeffrey also started a car Instagram that gained quite a following. Jeffrey and my dad were at a car show and a boy walked up to him and said, "Are you Jeff?" And when Jeffrey said yes, he said, "I just love your photos, you're such an inspiration." My dad was like, "Oh my gosh, Jeffrey has fans?" Jeffrey's a man of many hobbies, which Caitlin is very supportive of, some of which they do together. They golf together, where she kicks his butt. Sorry. Jeffrey also played a lot of video games, which is another way that he made a lot of friends. Caitlin was always happy to come over and just sit and watch him play video games. My mom always said, no one wants to sit and just watch you play a game. But she was happy to come over, sit on the couch, and watch whatever game he was playing. Jeffrey is always supportive of her in her competitive figure skating. He was so proud of her when her team won the championship. Last year, they went on vacation to Niagara Falls. And I was driving home from Target when I got a FaceTime call from Jeffrey in a group message with my parents. Jeffrey doesn't call, so I was like, oh my gosh, did he propose in Niagara Falls? So I'm driving with my phone in my cup holder, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on. He is like, yeah, these are the bridal falls. And I'm like, no, he's just showing me Niagara Falls. So he talks a little longer, and then he says, well, I just thought I'd show you Caitlin. So I look over, thinking I'm gonna see Caitlin standing there with a ring on her finger. No, it's just Caitlin in a poncho under the balls. Last September, I got a phone call from him. Again, he doesn't call, so it must be something important. He said, I need you to do some research. So he sent me a video of an engagement ring and explained that he wanted to propose when my family came to visit in a couple weeks. I put on my shoes and I went and took pictures at 5 different resorts to find a location for the proposal. He knew that he wanted to propose at the Polynesian and that he wanted to tell Caitlin that we were going to a nice dinner. We made all sorts of plans. I asked him what he wanted to do during the day so he wouldn't just be sitting at my apartment till 6 p.m. Where he wanted to go to dinner, he didn't know. So all he knew was he wanted photos. So I made park reservations and dinner reservations, and I got friends to come hide in the bushes to take photos, all for a hurricane to come through and throw off all of our plans. It all turned out all right. We were standing in line for a ride, and Caitlin looked at me and said, where are we going to dinner? Jeff made me try on 5 different outfits. And now, after 9 years, like 5 different jobs and a brand new house, here we are. Caitlin, you've been a part of the family for the better part of a decade, but I'm excited to finally call you my sister. It's truly an honor to stand beside the two of you today. I love you both. To Jeffrey and Caitlin, to love and laughter and a happily ever after.
Good.